Guys, welcome back to another video. It is Friday, it's the end of the week, and it's definitely the Friday feeling over here. And let me show you guys why. Check it out. In the last video, I told you guys I'm going to end this week strong. That's exactly what I've done, okay? I posted a trade entry over to the guys over the Patreon yesterday. That was call options on TQQQ. If any of you guys have seen the markets today, you've seen it's come out like a rocket. That trade that I entered into yesterday is up. Well, by the time I did the Patreon update, it was up 40%. Now it's up a lot more. It's up around 60%. Guys, I tell you, there is nothing like options trading. There is nothing out there where you can get a 60% return in less than 24 hours and just do it consistently over and over and over again. Guys, I've got a very important message for you. A lot of you guys, you may be employed, you may be earning $2,000, $3,000 a month. Some of you guys may even be unemployed. By the time you've paid your bills in this rising cost economy that we are in, you are left with nothing. But you guys watch me because you want to progress. You want to better your life. You want to put yourself in a position where your future looks much, much brighter than the present. But guys, you can't do that if you're in a constant cycle where you're not improving, where you're not elevating, where you're not making more, because inflation is just continuing to increase year after year after year. Things are getting more expensive. Your rent is getting more expensive. Your food is getting more expensive. Your entertainment's getting more expensive. But your income is not matching that. Your income is not surpassing that. So it puts you in a position where last year looks the same as this year, and the year before that looks the same as this year, and the year before that looks the same, right? You need to change something. You need to change something, and the only way you can change something is by doing something different to what you're already doing, as well as learning, okay? That's what's going to get you into being in a completely different position to where you are now. Otherwise, 2025, when we are speaking, your life looks exactly the same. That is why I tell you guys the importance of getting into the options game. Okay? It allows you to scale a small amount of capital into something meaningful and continue to do it over and over and over again. A lot of you guys watch me consistently week in, week out, but you haven't taken any action. This is a strong message for you guys. I am here to help you guys change your situation, to help you guys build a brighter and better future. And the way I'm going to get you guys to do that is by introducing this blessing that is options trading. Okay, guys, you've seen it here. 60% return so far and counting on that trade I entered into yesterday. The profit DMs, emails, screenshots that I've been receiving from the members of the Patreon has been wild. Okay, I've seen some of the guys make a couple of $100. I've seen some of the guys make a couple of $1,000, and I want that to be you. Okay, I want you guys to completely flip the script on your life and just make it much, much better. Put yourself in a much better position. And this is the key that's going to unlock the door to doing that. Okay, guys? Okay, this was a beautiful trade, and we'll do it again next week. Just like we did it last week, we're going to do it again next week, and the week after that. Okay, the train doesn't stop. The party doesn't stop over here. Unless it's Saturday or Sunday. Then, of course, got to regroup. We come back strong for the week after. Okay, guys? So we've ended the week strong. We started the week amazing as well because we had that trade on Qualcomm. Okay, that went over 100%, netting some of us a couple of $100, netting others thousands of dollars. Okay, this is where you want to be if you guys want to make an improvement, a drastic improvement to your life. Okay, guys, so take this message on board. And obviously, to join the Patreon, the link for that is down below in the video description. Guys, let me show you something, okay? This is very important. Yesterday, the media, this was all over the place. The Dow falls 600 points in the worst day of 2024, okay, as Nvidia blockbuster earnings failed to lift the broader market. So Yesterday was the worst day for the Dow Jones, which is one of the major indexes, one of the three. Okay, remember you've got your S&P 500, which is well known. You've got your NASDAQ, which is also well known. Your Dow Jones is lesser known by the everyday person. The Dow Jones had its worst day in 2024 yesterday. Look what the media is posting, guys. The media wants you to buy into that narrative. The media wants you to believe that that's where the market is heading, lower. Okay, if you'd followed the media, if you'd followed the mainstream media outlets, you would have been screwed because you would have been on the wrong side of the trade. Whereas I told you guys, remember yesterday, just showed you, myself and the guys with the Patreon entered into call options to ride the market higher. As a matter of fact, if you actually watch that video that I posted midweek, you'll actually see that I actually predicted that fall in the market that we got yesterday and the subsequent rise in the market that we are seeing today. I've been in the game a long time, guys, coming up to 10 years. And when you've been in the market for coming up to 10 years, you see the same things over and over and over again. You see patterns that repeat themselves and repeat themselves and repeat themselves. And all you do is just take advantage of it. And that's exactly what I did, guiding those who are with me in the team over at the Patreon. But this is how the media gets you to be on the wrong side of the trade. This is how the media traps you. This is how the media stops you securing the bag from the market. So you definitely don't want to follow the media here. That was leading you astray. You actually wanted to be on the opposite side of the trade. And that's exactly where we were. Now, in some of these videos, guys, I'm going to predict the market for you, like I did in the last video. Some of these videos, I'm going to give you guys some very powerful knowledge that you guys can take and apply literally next day in the markets, okay, to drastically improve your performance, your win rate, your success level. And this is what I want to show you. One of the things that separates me from a common trader in the markets, guys, is I look at what I call collective analysis. So you never see me just looking at one individual stock and saying, okay, I think it's going to do this, or okay, I think it's going to go there or there. What I'm looking at is I'm looking at a collection of names or players in the market, and I want them to exhibit the same types of dynamics, show the same types of things. Do you know why? Because that creates more powerful reactions. There's a good saying, it's a lifting tide. A rising tide lifts all boats. That applies to the market, okay? So I like to do this collective analysis on the market, not just looking at one individual name, but looking at a collection of names, because if the collection are all exhibiting the same thing, then what you're predicting or what you're expecting or what it is showing is likely to be of high quality, likely to have conviction behind it. So a lot of you guys should be fairly knowledgeable on moving averages. So moving average is literally just the average of the closing price over the last number of days in the market. So if we take a 200-day moving average, it's just going to be the average of the last 200 days in the market. One powerful momentum indicator that I like to use, that I want to share with you guys so you can start applying it literally next time the market opens up, is the percentage of the market that is above the 200-day moving average. Okay, so I'm not looking at one individual stock above its moving average or below its moving average. I'm looking at what percent of the entire market is above that 200-day moving average. The reason is this, because if a large amount of the index is above its 200-day moving average, and by that I mean over 50%, then you know that the whole market as a whole has momentum behind it. And if it has momentum behind it, I'm looking for call options to ride that momentum. Similar to what I did yesterday, which I explained to you guys at the beginning of this video. So I'm looking at the percentage of stocks, this is it here, the chart, that is above its 200-day moving average. And right now, 71% of the market is above its 200-day moving average, meaning that collectively, the entire market has strength. So when you see the media kind of posting that the Dow's had its worst day in 2024, that's not the right thing to be looking at. The right thing to be looking at is what's the underlying strength indicator there. That's going to give you a much better view and impression on how strong or how weak the market is. And then you can use that to your advantage, get into phenomenal trades, make that 100%, 150%, whatever the case may be, return on those trades, okay? So add this to your toolkit, add this to your arsenal. The percentage of S&P stocks that are above their 200-day moving average is going to give you a very clear indicator whether the market is strong, whether the market is weak, and then you can play that to your advantage. Let's hear from a member over the Patreon. Carl says, in the past, I've struggled knowing what stocks to trade. I've traded everything from penny stocks to the large caps. Not sure what's the best. Any advice? This is a good question, because not only do you want to have a good strategy behind your trades and your market activity, but you also want to be applying that to the best instruments. And people go very, very wrong. They get led astray and trade things of lesser quality, or things, and this is very important, that are susceptible to manipulation. And by that I mean your lower quality trades, your lower dollar denominated trades, penny stock trades like these AMCs and all these kind of $2, $10 really low value stocks where they can literally just get blown out because of some sort of company announcement or something that can catch you off guard. If you've noticed, take a look back at all the videos that I've posted in the last couple of weeks. You guys will see that when I post those profits and I share them with you, look at the ticker symbol that I'm trading on. You'll often see it's either an index. So TQQQ is an index on the NASDAQ. So I'm basically trading all the NASDAQ stocks under that instrument. Or I'm trading ARKK, which is a bunch of tech stocks and other stocks wrapped up in there. Or I'm trading something that's got some real size behind it. Talking like 200 billion in market cap, 150 billion in market cap and above. So something like a Microsoft or like a Qualcomm. These are massive companies. And there's a deliberate reason why I'm trading them. And that's because they are not going to get manipulated by some sort of market maker action or corporate announcement or something like that. They are going to follow that technical setup to a high degree. So these are much more high quality instruments to trade. And that's why I trade them, because doing that, having the right selection of what you're actually trading, boosts your win rate and boosts your success rate massively in a very, very short period of time. As a matter of fact, that's probably the first thing you can do to just elevate your success rate, your win rate in the markets, is by picking better quality instruments. Okay, so there's a deliberate reason why I'm picking them and why I always trade them. And there's a whole bunch of stocks that I'll never ever touch. I don't need to touch because of all the reasons I've just shared with you guys. Guys, that's the video for today. Do drop me down some comments below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.